Hi, this is Mo from Witchkicker. We're very excited to announce that we'll be included on D Metal Galaxy Radio this Friday, March 5th at 8 o'clock in Irish time. So, see you there.
Want you to feel my pain. I want you to see these chains.
Going to all the way Irish as Ireland celebrates St. Patrick's Day this month. So we're going to chat with different Irish bands to learn more about Ireland and, of course, metal. So today our special guest is all-female metal band Witchkicker. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hello.
Hello!
Would you give some introduction to our viewers?
Who wants to go first?
I'm Deb. I'm the bass player.
I'm Mo, I'm the guitarist.
I'm Hutchy, I'm the vocalist.
Great, it's very nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
No worries. So, welcome, and let's start with the first question. It's the first time I see a female band here in Ireland. So I'm wondering, how do you perceive the Irish metal scene, and how do you think it's going to evolve?
Well, there's a lot of, I don't know about us being the first all-female metal band, but I do believe, that even the times are changing in terms of all genres in general when it comes to women in the music scene as well. So, and there's a lot of all-female bands that I can name off the top of my head, even that they're even not particularly metal, but it's, I don't know, I guess it's nice to be a bit different as well, but at the same time, we're not. Let me just think of this answer as well.
I suppose I never view us as an all-female band. It's just it ended up in that way, and we're all on the same wavelength. And we all respect and appreciate each other's ability to play. So it just ended up, and females have never really started that way, you know.
It kind of started quite organically as well. It's not like that we were specifically like, oh, no, it has to be all women in this band. Literally just happened with a couple of friends, and then another friend, and then another, we auditioned Hutch as well. So, and then, it all just kind of gelled together, and we just had the crack as well. So, and we're on the same wavelength writing-wise as well. So, yeah.
But how is, how the idea came to make a band?
I think we've all been involved in different projects and different bands, and it just I met Mo probably about 3 or 4 years ago.
Ginger.
At a Ginger gig, and then didn't really make any contact or anything like that for about another year, and then I got a text off Mo, and just ended up in that way.
Yeah. I knew that she liked prog, so I was like, yeah.
Cool.
That's the interesting combination. But back to my question, but if you look at the Netherlands, for example, if we tackle this differently, you see so much female bands like Epica, Within Temptation, and van here, there. And here in Ireland, you see mainly men. So I'm wondering, why do you think it's the difference that in Ireland it's different music and more male driven?
I don't know that I really agree with that. There probably are more male fronted bands, but there's a lot of female fronted bands as well. I'm just trying to think of a few off the top of my head.
Scat.
I'm on the spot now.
Yes, Scat. Ainsley is the lead singer of that band. Yeah. There's a couple, Elevation Falls as well.
Yeah.
But this female only, is the singer only.
Yeah, female fronted,
Yeah,
But that would be the same as Epica and Within Temptation. They're all female-led bands.
Yes.
Yeah. I think if you look at the metal scene as a whole, though, it's not just Ireland. It's everywhere. You'd have less.
Yeah.
Less women, I suppose more women singing, but it's I never really pay too much attention to it.
Okay, but you don't find any
you like playing, you know.
You didn't find any difficulties arranging like gigs or anything, being an all-female band? Like there is no more issues these days as opposed to what was like, I don't know, 20 years ago.
No, if any, like, because I guess we're bringing, like, I do believe, and I hope that people enjoy us purely for our sound and not the fact that we're, you know, with, it's the same with female fronted and all female. It can be quite a bit of, what's the word, a novelty, you know, or a niche. We didn't want to be kind of grouped in there, even though it's a fact, we're all female, whatever. We kind of go into the gig world, into rehearsals, into our music, just kind of with our music full on. Yeah. So.
I think we're just all about the music, you know, and
It sounds cliche. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like it's being a woman band isn't a genre. Neither is all girl bands.
How did you come up with the name?
It's kind of like, well, me and my friends were drinking in Chennai, and you know, for a while we were very stuck on a name. I mean, we were throwing out, like, it's very hard to come up with a name. It is really, like, for any band. Well, I think any band would go through this, and they, you know, and then my friend Jamie Murphy from Aborted Earth, he I don't know, he was talking about like, oh, I've always wanted to do a grindcore band called Witchkicker. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, and then I kind of just went, oh my god, that is an amazing name. And he was like, you can have it, just get me a pint. I was like, deal. So that's pretty much how it, you know, came about, and it caught on, thank God. So yeah.
Yeah, it is very catchy, and it's kind of, it suits you well, I think.
Yeah. Thank you.
It suits the music very well.
Yeah.
It's like really easy, like, to remember it. I heard about Witchkicker and I know this band. It's like in an instant, you know it.
Yeah. It's unique. I love it personally.
Yeah.
So it was a good sale.
So very easy to find the name. So let's start, Mo. What is your influences?
Oh my god, do you have more than an hour?
Tell me few, because I have to ask also the other girls.
For me, it's
for all of you.
I would be like, I kind of came from a lot of like heavy metal and hard rock background, but then as I got older, I started listening to a lot of prog and fusion. And for me, Dream Theater is a massive one, and then like, you know, bigger bands that kind of, you know, had a unique, huge, layered sound, like Carnival and Tesseract and Gojira, like those were, I loved them. I think the first album I listened to properly, and I was obsessed with, was Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses as well. So that was like, I listened to that probably on 24 hours a day for a year at one point. So yeah. So anything guitar, heavy, that's my job.
Cool. So, Hutchy?
My influences would be mostly kind of grunge bands and stuff, but growing up I was really into the Prodigy. So I really like just kind of really beat-driven music. Anything loud and noisy as well is good. So yeah, mostly grunge and some electronic stuff as well.
Cool. And Deb?
Again, like, I'm a bit of a pick and mix for music. I like a bit of everything, like, and I suppose I was growing up, I was all about symphonic metal. That's all I listened to, and then
nice.
Again, I kind of just started listening to a lot of rave music, and then went into more like country and music and different stuff, and but like my influences bass playing wise would be like the likes of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rush, and then I love prog, like you know, Stephen Wilson, Yes, and more of the old school stuff. And then like if you look at prog kind of more modern, it'd be the likes of Who am I listening to lately? I don't even know off the top of my head. It's just.
It's okay. Okay.
Really?
Yeah! Give me
I
some
didn't know that
Maniac.
about you, did.
Oh,
You just go
no.
like with
Yeah.
Ultra Deep back in the day.
Great.
Great. So let's move now to artwork, as I'm designing myself. So I wondered, I saw that in the artwork there are elements of paganism, whereas the logo is very pinkish. So I hoped you could tell us a bit about the artwork, the idea behind it basically, and how does it all fit together with the music and design wise. So Mo?
Oh, for me, we wanted to kind of have some more ethereal kind of vibes in our logo and in our artwork as well. I personally love what he's done. It's like I loved the goat head one myself, and the girl with the black eyes. For me, it's like it adds a bit. There's kind of elements of it's a bit of a feminine kind of art piece as well. And yeah, we just wanted some kind of paganism mixed into the mix as well. So yeah.
And why paganism? To show that you are Irish, or it fits the music?
I think it blends in with like all the kind of topics that we talk about as well, lyrically as well. Yeah, Hutchy, do you want to talk about that? Because I think it might blend in.
Yeah, like no, it doesn't really. No, we're sorry.
I know.
And we got a bunch of images together, and when we wanted the artwork done, we sent it off, and that's what the guy kind of came back to us with. So we kind of put together an image collage of like we had lots of different things. I can't even remember. We did it like so long ago, but that's what he came back with, and we just all really liked it, so we went with it, and yeah. And then our new logo is we're trying to kind of rebrand a little bit, so and do some freshen up and stuff. So yeah.
And Deb, do you have something to add to this?
No, not particularly. I think the girls have pretty much summarized it. Like, it was just one of those things when we saw it, we just said, yep, that pretty much embodies the sound of the music. So yeah.
Cool. So can you tell us about the songwriting process? How the song came out? So what does it start as, and what's the process basically?
Well, when I joined the band, I was the last one in. So when I joined the band, all the music was done. I think they had like 6 songs or something. So I just took those and I wrote the melody and the lyrics and stuff with what I had, and I made some structural changes depending on like the length of verses or where the melodies were going or whatever. And now when we started writing new stuff, the process is a little bit different. So I'm getting more involved with the structures and stuff. So obviously now, because everything's online, we've kind of had to find new ways to write together. So at the moment, Mo will kind of put together riffs, and then me and Deb will make notes, send them back. She'll re-record them. Deb will go over them. And yeah, we're just kind of sending stuff back and forth now between the three of us all the time. But yeah, that's what it's been like online. And when we are together in rehearsal room, obviously it's a bit better because it's a bit more natural, and it's more immediate, and like things kind of come together a lot quicker. But I would generally, for vocals, I would take the stuff home anyway and kind of sit down with it and go through it like that. But yeah, I don't know if you guys want to chip in there.
It's a lot more organic in a rehearsal space than it is kind of. I mean, it's not so bad either way. It's a lot more time consuming virtually, I find, to kind of be like, here's a riff, and it comes back and da-da-da-da-da. Whereas in a rehearsal room, it's literally like, you play a riff, and then the girls either go, put that there, put that there, it's okay.
Yeah.
And I find and then I can work with Deb and I can work with Laura as well to kind of like add on pieces or make structural changes, as Hutch said.
I was just going to say, yeah, the biggest difference is just the timepiece, where you usually say if you're in a rehearsal room for 3 or 4 hours, you generally come out the other end with a nearly structured song and kind of ideas of what everyone's playing, whereas if you're doing it virtually, it can kind of be a week, 2 weeks before you kind of get some finalized structure that's probably going to change again once we get into a rehearsal room to see how it actually properly sounds together in a room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this lockdown does not make life easier for musicians.
No, not one bit.
Not at all, yes. So, Mo, you writing really lyrics?
No, Hutchy.
Okay, yeah. So, what inspires you to write the lyrics? Do you have any concepts?
Sometimes, yeah. Mostly I just kind of go with the music and see if there's any kind of emotional reaction to it. If when I'm writing lyrics, like I don't really, like I would rarely sit down and write a whole song at one time. I'll kind of write sporadically, and like I just have loads of notebooks filled with like lyrics. So if I'm sitting down to a song, I'll usually pull out all my notebooks and put together lines and stuff. And yeah, I kind of have a bit of a I don't know what the word is, collage kind of approach, I guess, where I'm just kind of mixing and matching lyrics. And it's mostly for me about like the rhythm of the lines and the phrasing and stuff. And then the meaning of the words and stuff is usually the last thing I look at, which probably sounds really weird. But concepts, not for the, like when I joined the band, we were kind of not under pressure, but we were like, we had such energy, you know, we really wanted to get going. So when I was writing the lyrics, it was a lot quicker than I'd usually, you know, it was a quicker process for me. So I didn't really have like conceptual idea that I wanted to sit down and write about when I was doing those songs. But I think going forward, there's like more of a challenge for me to write like that. So I will probably start to write a bit more like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
And nowadays, what are you doing? Are you writing new material, or you know, how you keeping this pace?
Yeah, I'm writing loads. I work on a few other different projects as well, and I'm in college, so I've got lots of stuff to kind of keep me going. I write every day. I love it. Yeah, just always trying to push myself to try different ways to write, whether it's like guitar or electronic stuff or lyrics or melodies, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. You, Deb, how are you keeping these days without any, you know, live shows and stuff?
Oh, grand. Yeah, I can't really complain. I'm working away, and I am missing getting up the mountains. That's my that I'm really, really missing. And then obviously out getting socialising and having an L dance here or there.
Yeah. Okay. And Mo, are you doing something?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Something in
Yeah, like pretty much teaching away, and then I have a solo album that I'm working on as well. So that's keeping me slightly sane. Yeah.
So you're keeping busy. That's good.
Yeah.
That's the
It's better to keep busy.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Cool. And can you tell us a bit more about the teaching? How do you do it online, or like, is it one-on-one sessions?
Oh, for teaching? Yeah, one-on-one. Yeah, guitar. Yeah. I mean, I miss the in-person one-on-one really badly because, as you can see, like as you know, there's problems with Zoom all the time, and it's like, yeah. Just if you're teaching a kid and their guitar is out of tune, and then you have Wi-Fi problems, it's you know.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
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 So the kid is then gone.
Yeah. And then I have a mental breakdown.
Exactly. Searching for the kid, and then the kid hopefully pops up or not, and then next lesson.
Are there any like online tuning for the guitar, or do you have to have some kind of machine? How does that work?
It's more so like whenever you like, for example, my acoustic is if you tune a guitar online, you need to kind of hear like a whole like. Whereas if you have Wi-Fi problems or a lag on Zoom, it's like, and you need to, and you're kind of going, okay, play it again.
Yeah.
You're like, I think it's in tune.
Yeah,
We need better internet as well.
Yeah.
Let's move to another topic. I think we have talked enough about kids. So about Witchkicker, about the song. How do you think Witchkicker differentiates itself from all female bands? Or if you want, you can also talk in general. Deb?
In general, I think.
In general, how do we? I've actually never really thought about it before. I think there's just a natural chemistry between us when we're playing that I haven't felt in a really long time when in a band. That just, even when we're playing stuff we've just written or just gigging for the first time or whatever, it's it's just natural and it just gels really well. That would kind of differentiate just from other bands and stuff I've played in, but like. Where it's not as like you don't have to work as hard to get that sync. Well, that's what I feel anyway. But sound wise as well, again, the writing process is just everything is just natural. I don't know if you guys have any more with you.
Oh, I completely agree, because I think there's a bit of a blend in terms of our backgrounds as well. Like Hutch, as she said, is into her grunge and her soundscape and her punk as well. And then you're a prog head through and through, and a rave head apparently. My God. And then with me, it's like, I've got the I don't know, metal and jazz and hard rock kind of background. So I think we all kind of blend them. And then the fact that we get on like a house on fire as well, everything's just so organic, and it's probably one of the easiest bands I've been in terms of creativity as well, because it's literally just like, okay, it's hard to describe our sound because it's like, it's just made from energy and the crack and all of our favorite bands kind of combined as well. So, and I know that's such a typical response, you must get that all the time, but that's what I feel.
It's like you put like in a cocktail everything, and then something nice comes out. And like with Witchkicker, you throw all music out, and Witchkicker comes out with the unique blend. And Hutchy, anything?
It's like a fine curry.
Oh God.
No, I think well, I think as well, we work hard at what we do, and that's really, really important. And we challenge each other. So, if there's a riff or something, and I'm like, I think that can be better, Mo will do it a different way. Or like, if the girls say to me, I think maybe this should change. And we're really open to kind of pushing each other. And for me, that's the most important thing, because if you don't work on your music, if you don't work hard at what you do, if you don't love what you do, like, it stops being special. And I think we all love it because we push each other and we want to be, good musicians, and we want to play music, and we want to, play with our peers and represent ourselves in the best way possible. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually, because like, I know some of the stuff Mo comes to me, she plays with me, I'm looking at her going, hey! Right, all right, cool. Can you slow down?
I trust it. You can always do it, though.
I'll eventually do it. I'll eventually do it, though, because it'll drive me nuts if I can't get it. I'll just keep working at it, like.
So it's constructive. Like,
Yeah.
It's constructive, organic, and yeah.
No one takes offense either as well if you say, I'm not really I don't like
There's
that
no
part.
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no pressure. Like, there's never been a time when I've been like, oh God, I'm not good enough for this band, or I hope that the other girls are just not thinking that either. It's literally like, we build each other up, we challenge ourselves, and we help each other. Yeah, make something special.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, that's very good. How to say? I'm short of words. It's very good, like a position yourself for the relationship, any relationship, like especially the bands when you know it's not only two people like in a partnership, but yeah, when you push yourself and you're expecting only the best from the other person and they do it. Yeah, it's very good good position. You said you were working on the new material, so I'm wondering, are you working to get an album, or what are you doing these days? Like, is it just songs, or do you want to make an album?
Well, we're talking about it, so we're trying to make a plan, but we're trying to be realistic as well about the world. So at the moment we're writing because we want to get back gigging. I think we recorded before we gigged. The last time we had a bunch of songs written, and we were actually talking the other day about how different the songs sound now after being gigged a few times. So I think what we'll probably do is write the songs, gig a few times, see how they sit, and then decide whether we want to do an EP or an album. Yeah, or maybe another single. But we don't have any like concrete plans yet because there's other things that we have to sort out first.
The world.
For sure.
Like you said, it's difficult to rehearse and so on, get or play something.
Yeah, we're always trying to develop our sound as well.
We have a viewer's question that relates to the subject. So have you guys had any label interest yet?
Hello, Keith.
Oh, Keith's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be amazing to play with them again. And he's running a festival as well that we're supposedly playing, but I guess let's just wait for the world. Yeah. Yeah. Like most things.
Yeah, so Keith is asking, have you guys had any label interest yet?
No, we're way not ready for anything like that. I don't think we haven't even talked about anything like that.
It's a bit too early in the process, right?
I think so, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Deb, go ahead.
I know. I just saying. I absolutely agree with Hutchy. Like it's, we're like as a band, we're still in a very kind of early years. Yet, there's a lot of stuff that we need to get in order before. I think we'd be even able to have that conversation.
So
yeah, we were only together 4 months, wasn't it? Before the first lockdown. I never thought I'd be saying that. Yeah, so we're only together 4 months. I know we did a lot and stuff, but we're still kind of...
So I'm wondering what stuff you would like to do first before signing to a label?
Own a label.
Yeah.
Cut out the middleman, be the middleman.
That's it, yeah.
No, I don't think we particularly need a label. I mean, you can do everything yourself nowadays. I'd be more interested in doing that myself than signing a contract to a label,
Selling your soul.
Like other bands, we had
Ignea.
Ignea. They do everything alone. They don't want a label.
I like the idea of doing it ourselves as well, just because it's you really get to know the process when you're doing it yourself.
Yeah, it's like you can decide what is going on and so on. Like,
Yeah.
that's
What do you
really
want?
nice.
What do you don't want? So, ladies, when the life come back, I hope soon. In which festival would you like to play at? I mean, from the big festivals, what is your dream festival to play?
I'd love to play Arctangent. That's my dream festival right now.
Which one?
You know Arctangent?
No. Where
No?
is- No.
It's in England every year. I think it's
Is in
Brighton, Bristol. I don't know.
England. England. Okay.
Yeah. It's
I've
really
never,
cool.
I've never heard this festival.
Oh, you should. You should check it out.
Okay. Deb,
I'd love to do like a Bloodstock or a Pink Pop. I know they're kind of very different, but like I think our music is can kind of go into a lot of boxes that people would appreciate. So yeah,
Pink Pop is in Netherlands. No?
yeah,
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
but the thing is, we call like pink pop, but it's not so poppy. So I think Volbeat played at it. So
Epica played there also.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like unplugged.
yes, but Epica played there because they're Dutch. So it's like, hey, I'm Dutch. Let's say hello to the people. But Volbeat is like traveling for the event and so on. So
Okay.
yeah, I see it with the pink logo and so on. You would be
Yes.
nice with pink pop.
And Mo, what would be your dream festival to play at?
I'd like to play Bloodstock or Metal Days myself. That'd be sweet.
Metal Days is in Slovenia, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's what
yeah.
we talked about.
Purely for the weather. Like it looks amazing there.
Yes.
Yeah, in the beginning was in
Beside
bed.
the lake. Yeah. that would be
Yeah,
nice.
I haven't been to any of those festivals. Metal Days is one of the things to do, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Mine is on the bucket list. I just like the idea. Sea, swimming, and then with your swimsuit,
Yep.
just watch a bit. Go back.
It's like blue waters at Metal Days, unless they've like enhanced the photos and stuff to make you go. But I don't know.
No, I
It looks
don't
pretty.
think it's Slovenia.
It's like a
so-
good old family resort, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also lasts nearly a week, so it's like not just
Yeah,
a
7
day
days.
festival. It's
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Mhm.
And you guys, how many shows did you play before all this shit happened?
There was a few. There was a few.
Right?
I think it was about 7, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sandra, I know at one stage you were doing was it a gig every week?
Yeah,
a week?
gig a week. Yeah, in
Yeah.
February that was. We had 2 1 week as well.
Yeah.
So from all those,
Did
so
we have
many,
2 1 week?
which one would be
Yeah.
your favorite and why?
Oh,
Which one was
and my
2?
favorite was it was in favorites
yeah.
actually. It was the Candle Sessions, I think. Well, I loved all the bands that played. They were just, I think Strangers with Guns played, Turfboy played,
Yeah.
Snub played. That was my favorite because just all the bands were class. It'd be between that one and the Wild Duck actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Wild Duck, or else that the Wild Duck was just the bands that were playing it and just the people. They were really good crack.
Yeah.
Or else our first gig down in Limerick, just because it was just a fucking brilliant night out.
Cool. And Mo?
Definitely the one in Limerick and Pharmacia and the one in Belfast. That was great. I get to see
Yeah, I
minority
actually
people.
can't.
Oh, you love
I can't
Belfast, Hutchy.
I can't pick like a favorite one. Really, they're all fast. But it's the band, it's the people that make
They're
it.
all really good.
Also, yeah.
And for your first show, like, how did you feel on the stage together? Like, did you have any like, or everything? Was like, yeah, we're gonna do it.
I was alright. Nervous.
I always get a healthy dose of nerves before any gig, but that that particular gig, I didn't have, there wasn't a bass amp there wasn't a bass amp set up, so I was playing DI, which I generally don't particularly like, but it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Right.
Oh, it was a lot better, yeah.
Like being able to hear myself on stage.
Wow.
It was one of those ones where it was like, you know, it took a long time for us to kind of be set up on stage. So whenever you're on stage, kind of standing around waiting for the sound guys and stuff like that, and then you see a bunch of people, you're like, it'll take forever. And then once you play your first song and you kind of look up and you see this, it was quite a good crowd. I just kind of went, all right, this is great. Blasted in. A few more songs later, everybody's literally going mental, and it was just, it was a really good night. So, yeah.
Cool. But which one was your last one?
Bibbers? Was it Bibbers?
No, it was Belfast, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, because
Wasn't that the one on the Grand Social?
Oh, it was the one on the Grand Social, yeah. We opened for Sectile.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sectile's album launch, yeah.
Okay, nice.
Mm-hmm.
And like, did you have to cancel any shows when that happened? First lockdown.
I think, wasn't there?
I guess
3 or 4, yeah.
One in Belfast, one in... Was there another one in Limerick?
Yeah.
And then there was the Metal to the Masses one as well.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
So that were quite
so
some
close
places.
today, Metal to the Masses. Yeah.
But who knows what comes out of the lockdown? Maybe nice gigs somewhere far away. Or...
Are you planning?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't really plan anything, but what would you like to do once Ireland reopen? I know we have you talked about the gig with Keith Band,
Yes.
but is there anything else that you would be looking forward to do?
I just can't wait to get into a room and play the new songs and see what they sound like.
Okay.
Rehearsal.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
I'd like to go over to England, Liverpool, or Manchester to have a gig, you know.
That's cool.
I'd
Yeah.
actually like to get over to Europe.
Small step.
Would be nice to be out of the room, out of your 5 kilometers square.
Yes.
Yeah. So down the
some
road, it would be nice a gig, you know.
But yes, also places have to open. What can you do if all close and you have the freedom to go everywhere?
Oh, we have here a comment about gigs.
Uh-huh.
So look, Paul Maxwell, he was happy to see the band in Dublin gig. Brilliant.
Oh wow.
For the
So
rest
Paul actually did. He did the photo shoot with us.
Yeah.
I think it was the first one. So, and he's taken loads of shots of us live too. So absolutely phenomenal.
He's an absolute gentleman.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart.
Cool.
And he just knows how to capture you.
in life, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest of us have to wait after the lockdown.
Yeah, this is something that we're looking forward to.
No. It's an industry. No. It's an industry secret. I cannot do that. No.
I'm going to tell you right now.
No. I have to answer that. And that's my friend as well. My God. No. Next question.
Is that better?
Let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Witches that kick people, I think.
No, I'm a people that kick switches.
Maybe. No, witches have been through enough. No?
I suppose they did, yeah.
We are going to move to the Irish stuff.
Yes.
So My first random question. No pressure. What makes you Irish?
Apart from the obvious, I was born here.
Okay.
No, Mo is a special type of Irish, though.